beneath the big blue sky, surrounded by the circle sea. Turtles dive to the clear salt water, and dugongs graze and bake the seagrass. Sharks and stingrays patrol the channel, and owlmen rain watched for fish in the shallows. Once in a while, a morning glowing cloud tore across the ocean.
Mornington Island is the largest of the Wellesley Islands, a group of 23 islands in the Gulf of Carpentaria. The main township, Gununa, has a population of around 1,200. It is the traditional country of the Ladle people. From 1914 to the 1950s, children were removed from their families on the mainland and brought to the mission on Mornington Island. In 1948, all the people from Bentinck Island were also resettled there. Today, the island is home to many people of many different backgrounds. Mornington Island has produced some world-famous artists and dancers. Dance and song are part of Mornington Island's culture, identity and way of life. In 2006, Liz Honey and I were invited to Mornington Island State School to make a picture book with the kids.
Alison and I had both been making books in schools, and it was after we'd been to Darragee in Queensland, up near Cairns, and we kind of went from there, flew on to Mornington Island.
The principal and her husband, who was the librarian, got us to work, I think, with about 20 kids in the library for the week. And we all worked on various projects, making different little projects and books and things. And then a girl called Jasmine Jingles wrote a lovely little poem about her island, and we read that, and Liz and I decided we were the gods, I guess, the gods of choosing the editors, and we said, this is going to be the one we'll turn into a book. So the whole gang of kids and us worked on it together and turned it into that text. We printed one copy for the school and we read it at assembly just before we caught our plane home. Since then, we have visited Mornington Island several times, working on different projects, but that book has always stayed in our minds and close to our hearts. When Penguin decided to publish it, we realised we needed more words and more pictures. So in 2013, we returned to work at the school again. In a super productive 10 days, we made 10 books, one book a day, but we also art-directed new illustrations for the Our Island book. Every time we've been at the school, we've worked with John Williams, a Mornington Island elder, and his partner, Betty Yarrick. While we were there this time, John invited us to camp on his country at Birri. There, Liz and I spent a lot of time throwing lines at each other, trying to come up with the very best words, while we watched little schools of fish dart around our feet and found washed-up treasures on the beach. Back at school, the kids loved reading the story and introduced us to some of the words from their language, Ladle, often dissolving into fits of laughter at our attempts to copy their pronunciation.
Okay, good girl. Now, volleyball.
The school had framed the original pictures that the kids made in 2006 and had kept them out of the hot tropical sun in the corridors. While we were on the island, we collected all the artwork and we carried it everywhere we went, guarding it closely all the way home to Melbourne to be scanned alongside the new pictures for the book. When I look back through this book, I can feel the warmth and colour of the island coming off every page, and it makes me want to go back there. The children have done a beautiful job, and I hope the community is proud of their efforts. So, what began as a poem and some pictures became a handmade book, which then in turn became the penguin book that is our island. Not everyone is lucky enough to go to Mornington Island, so this beautiful book is a perfect way for people to get a sense of this little piece of paradise, way up north in the Gulf of Carpentaria.